Hey juicy besties, welcome back to Celeb Juices, your number one stop for all the real celebrity juice, not the watered down version the tabloids serve. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Every like, comment, and sub helps keep the juice flowing, and trust me, today's story is overflowing. Because Selena Gomez is officially in hot water. Between the rumors that her fiancé Benny Blanco might have crossed the line with her longtime best friend Teresa Marie, to reports that Selena's mental health startup Wonderment is in financial chaos, to fans suddenly realizing that maybe, just maybe, Selena isn't the billionaire the media made her out to be, the entire internet is asking one question: has Selena's empire started to crack from the inside? Let's start with the headline drama, the alleged fallout between Selena and her bestie Teresa Marie. For years, Teresa was part of Selena's closest inner circle, a friend so trusted that she once worked as Selena's personal assistant and even lived with her at one point. But out of nowhere, fans noticed that Selena quietly unfollowed Teresa on Instagram. And if you know anything about Selena, she barely posts, she barely follows, so an unfollow from her means something is up. And here's where the plot thickens. Around that same time, rumors surfaced that Benny Blanco, Selena's fiancé, allegedly subscribed to Teresa's OnlyFans account. Fans even claimed he was spotted having lunch with Teresa, sitting suspiciously close. Screenshots spread, Twitter exploded, and suddenly everyone was asking, did Benny cross a boundary with Teresa, and is that why Selena unfollowed her? One viral post said, Selena unfollowed her best friend because her man subscribed to her OnlyFans but she didn't leave him. It was a firestorm of tweets, fan edits, and speculation. Media outlets quickly picked up the story, suggesting that the unfollow came right after the Benny-Teresa rumors broke. And when fans noticed Teresa had posted Benny's "Sexiest Man Alive" cover from People magazine on her Instagram story, the betrayal theory went nuclear. Of course, Hollywood loves a cheating scandal, and this had all the ingredients. But Selena, in typical Selena fashion, decided to respond subtly. She posted a series of pictures with Benny and even slipped in a throwback with Teresa. But the unfollow still stands. She hasn't followed Teresa back, and that silence says everything. Now juicy besties, let's be honest. This isn't Selena's first friendship fallout. If this rift with Teresa is real, it would be the third time she's publicly lost a close friend. So we have to ask, is Selena's circle shrinking because she's outgrowing people, or because fame and love keep blurring the lines of loyalty? What do you think? Do you believe Benny and Teresa's connection was innocent, or do you think Selena's unfollow was her silent way of saying, enough? Comment below. I really want to know if you're Team Selena or Team Benny on this one. Now, let's talk about Benny Blanco, because this man cannot stop saying the weirdest things about Selena. Fans are starting to call him a walking PR problem. Remember when Benny told the story about Selena showing up to his house 20 to 30 minutes early for their first few dates? He laughed, saying he caught her on his security cameras sitting in her car, waiting for the clock to hit the exact time. He said it like it was a cute story, but fans weren't laughing. They said it made Selena look desperate and nervous, especially since she's Selena Gomez, one of the most famous women on earth. People were like, wait, she's the one driving to his place. Why isn't he picking her up? Isn't she all about old-school courtship and gentleman energy? And honestly, that's a fair question. If Benny saw her waiting outside for 30 minutes, why not just invite her in? It's giving bare minimum energy. And this wasn't an isolated story. Benny has told multiple anecdotes that accidentally embarrass Selena. He admitted that Selena was the one who asked him out first, the one who said, "I love you," first, and even joked that their relationship is basically charity, that she's doing him a favor by being with him. Fans were furious. One viral TikTok said, "Every time I start to like Benny Blanco, he opens his mouth and reminds me why I don't." And honestly, juicy besties, that kind of energy doesn't help a man dating someone like Selena Gomez. People are now wondering if Benny's honesty is just oversharing, or something deeper. Some even think he might be trying to subtly humble Selena or flip the narrative that she's out of his league. Because let's be real, if your fiancé keeps calling himself ugly and joking that you're doing charity by dating him, that's not cute. It's insecurity disguised as humor. Do you think Benny is being authentically funny, or is he self-sabotaging their relationship by oversharing? I need to know what you think. Now, the next chapter, Wonderman's financial nightmare. Selena's mental health startup, which she co-founded with her mom Mandy Teefy and businesswoman Daniela Pearson, was supposed to be a beacon of positivity. The company's whole mission was to make mental health conversations mainstream through podcasts, newsletters, and products. But lately, it's been making headlines for the wrong reasons. Multiple reports say Wonderman has been struggling to pay its workers. According to insiders, Selena's mom even had to take out a personal loan just to keep the business running. Around 60% of their staff reportedly got laid off, and fans are now asking why Selena, who's said to have a net worth of over $700 million, didn't step in to save her own company. But then came the twist. Forbes dropped an article explaining that Selena isn't actually a billionaire. Remember last year when Bloomberg claimed she was worth $1.3 billion? Well, Forbes clarified that while she's incredibly wealthy, most of that value is tied up in Rare Beauty, her cosmetics brand. She doesn't actually have hundreds of millions sitting in cash. So when people ask, why doesn't she just pay off Wonderman's debt? The answer might be simple. She can't, or won't, liquidate her Rare Beauty fortune to save a struggling side project. Still, the backlash was brutal. Fans pointed out that Selena has built her image around being a mental health advocate, so hearing that her mental health startup allegedly owes freelancers and PR teams tens of thousands of dollars hit hard. Some even accused her of using mental health as a brand accessory instead of a true mission. Now, that's a heavy accusation. But what really fueled the controversy were the leaked comments from an alleged former Wonderman employee, who claimed Selena only met with the team once in 3 years. The company denied that statement, calling it completely false, but the damage was already done. People started connecting dots. Selena's growing list of friendship fallouts, Benny's uncomfortable interviews, and now Wonderman's struggles, and asking if Selena's empire is cracking under pressure. It's ironic, right? The woman who built a brand on transparency and mental health awareness now being accused of avoiding responsibility when her own business hits a crisis. But I want to be fair here. Selena's been open about her mental health struggles, her bipolar diagnosis, and how fame has affected her emotionally. Maybe she's just trying to protect her peace while letting her team handle the chaos. Still, perception matters, especially when your entire brand is about compassion and emotional well-being. So where does this leave Selena now? Publicly, she's keeping things positive. She's posting cute couple pictures with Benny, smiling at events, and staying quiet about Wonderman's issues. But behind the scenes, fans suspect her team is in full damage control mode, especially since the Forbes clarification about her net worth dropped almost immediately after the Wonderman layoffs went public. Was that a coincidence, or a carefully timed PR distraction? You decide. And juicy besties, let's not forget that Selena has been through massive public scrutiny before, from the Hailey Bieber feud to constant comparisons with Justin Bieber's new album rollout. But this time, it's different. This time, the heat is coming from inside her own circle, from a friend, a fiancé, and a company she helped build. Will she finally address the Teresa unfollow? Will Wonderman survive another year? And most importantly, will Benny Blanco learn to keep his mouth shut before he ends up becoming the next PR disaster in Selena's love story? Only time will tell, but I'll say this, if Selena's wedding plans with Benny go forward, expect every interview, every photo, and every word he says to be dissected by the internet. Because right now, the world is watching to see whether Selena is glowing, or slowly burning out. Before we wrap up, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Selena's relationship with Benny Blanco is the real deal, or is it another Hollywood love story that's headed for heartbreak? And what do you make of the Wonderman drama? Should Selena have done more to save her own company? Let's get the comments section buzzing. Juicy besties, you know I read every single one. If you loved this deep dive, don't stop here. Go check out our next Celeb Juices video, Justin Bieber's financial meltdown. The $31 million secret he tried to hide from Scooter Braun. It connects directly to what's going on with Selena's business issues, and you won't believe the parallels. Until next time, stay hydrated, stay curious, and as always, keep it juicy, besties.